Hello, targeted individuals out there. My name is Jeff, and you really need to listen to this video here. I'm going to start with number one. Number one, in Oklahoma, section Title 11, statutes 21, 22, and 23 state that harassment, any kind of harassment towards any individual is subject to incarceration, fines, etc., if found proven guilty. I've been a targeted individual for 4 years, almost 5 now, but maybe even longer until I found out that I was being followed everywhere I went. I live in Oklahoma, and I'm a make-ready service technician, which we have a lot of houses that I tend to as far as what they send me on the list to go do. I worked for these people for the last 6 years. My boss is a very wonderful man, and he's probably one of the best people I've ever worked for in my life as far as being, I'm trying to think of the words, as far as being patient with me on a lot of things. And I've gotten really close to these people, and I'm grateful. I'm grateful that I have these people in my life, because my brother was just killed a couple months ago, and my nephew hung himself, and I'm not saying that it's due to targeting, but I'm sure it probably has something to do with it. So I'm going to finish this video off by letting the targeted people know exactly what's going on as far as where I see it. And I've got to go by YouTube guidelines when I'm saying these things so that I'm able to put this video out there, because I'm not trying to stalk or threaten or harass anybody. I'm not trying to do any of that. All I want to be is left alone. I want every TI to be left alone. Whatever these people that target us are called, or whatever you want to call them, I don't know where they're getting their information, or if it's because of the job that they have and how much money they make is why they do it. But I know our names are slandered, and there's a bunch of lies that go out there among it. So as I continue this video, I'm going to try to remember everything that I need to say, because I don't want to put out no more videos. I've got a lot of videos on YouTube from other channels that I made and created that, on comments that I get, state, where's the evidence? You say you got proof. That ain't proof. That ain't proof of what? Well, to be honest with you, people that are making the comments like that, I'll explain. I'm not actually going to put the evidence videos out there because I saved those. It's a reverse psychology on these perpetrators that target me. I'm trying to gather as much information of reality as I can, so that when I go prove this in the courtroom, like I said before, I've got a family that's all through the, lower to the upper parts of the court system. I've got a senator that's family. I've got police officers that are family. I mean, I got a lot of family. Anyway, like Justin Turney, the police officer that died in Tecumseh, he was like my brother, man. He's like a little brother to me. I've known that kid since he was a baby, We used to call him Gump Man. And that was a good guy. He was one of the best people I've ever, let's just say he's my brother, okay? And what happened to him was not fair, because he was a very, very good guy. I mean, he's not the type of police that would have done anything to some person that he pulled over just to do it for arrogance. No, that wasn't him. He was a very, very good guy. But moving forward to the people that are TIs out there, they use a thing called APRS.TI. It's a site that they use, and that's how they pinpoint and figure out where your location's at when you're traveling. If you're traveling and you're being targeted by numerous vehicles. Like today, I was very, very targeted. They passed me with all these Indian tags and shit just to try to get my sensibility of to desensitize me, for what you want to call it. I used to work for an engineering company before I started doing this. I'm a professional tile setter. I'm a professional flooring installer. I mean, I'm pretty much, I do everything. I can run a track hoe, a dozer. not just play with the handles, not play with the little joysticks. I can actually run them to do what they're supposed to do. I've had a lot of people in different jobs say, "Why are you working here?" Sometimes people, it's when you work somewhere, it's good to just have a good job that you like doing, And I mean, I got a lot of freedom in what I do here. I mean, my boss he's like a dad to me. And I mean, I got his back any day of the week on anything if I can possibly do it, But a lot of people that I work with, they see all the things that I've gone through here lately, like my brother dying and my nephew committing suicide and my dad passing away. And it's just, a lot of that I don't believe that that's actually what happened, because I'm being targeted hard. And I've called 911 and been hung up on about probably 4 times, which I should have been recording that, but I don't know how to record a conversation as you're on the phone. It's kind of weird. And if you call the FBI, when I first got targeted, it was about 3.5 years ago, I called them up. And when I called them up out of Oklahoma here, they talked to me on the phone, and it was a lady that answered the phone, and you got a little thing in the background saying, "Hey, if all the things that you say, blah, 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 are being recorded, et cetera," which I didn't mind. Well, what I did mind about was the first 3 or 4 minutes on the phone with this lady that was answering the phone for the FBI to direct me my phone call to the proper person, was being very arrogant about what I was telling her. Like I was just crazy. Like like, "Whatever, dude, you need to go get some help, blah, 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 blah." And that's part of it. These people that are out here targeting people, they know they're fucking doing it. I know they're doing it. They're doing it. We all know they're doing it. I talked to a police officer the other day at Home Depot, and he says he goes, I totally know what you're talking about, because it's real. And it was a police officer telling me that it was real. And it's like this. I don't go nowhere. I don't really have any friends to talk to because I'm married, and I've been happily married for like 11 years. My girls are grown, 21 and 18. They live in Tulsa. That's where they want to be. Like I said, I worked for an engineering company. My dad had a boat dog business. I got 4 brothers, 2 sisters. I found out that I recently had a sister that was adopted out, that I found her. She's a Putnam City school teacher. I mean, I found all kinds of things out, But the hardest thing that I have going on for me in my life is, A, I'm not going to commit suicide from being followed around. And B, Oklahoma does have a make my day law. And I've looked into that law, and I've read the script on it a lot of very, very, very many times. Okay? And any videos that I have not put out on YouTube is for reasons that is my own reasons. It's to get the community to understand that this shit's real, because the evidence that I do have on the videos that I have not supplied are actually going to prove it, because I ask myself, I have to prove this to a jury. I have to prove this to a judge. I have to prove this to a DA. I have to prove this to a federal prosecutor. I have to prove this to everybody with no questions asked, that this is harassment and stalking on these individuals that I record every day from a daily basis for the last 5 years, okay? And the reason why I didn't, like the first couple of videos that I got, the reason I didn't put them out there, to prosecute 1 or 2 is because of what I was told by a person I can't say. I want to build my case as much as I can build it, to prosecute as many of them at one time as I can possibly do. Because if I just do 1 or 2, there's still hundreds and hundreds of them out there. But anyway, if you're from the state of Oklahoma and you're a targeted individual and you're watching this video, or if you would please send my video or forward it to other targeted individuals that I'm not looking for subscriptions. I'm not looking for people to be viewing my shit. I could care less about YouTube or social media, period. All I do is work. I go home and I work on my house because I'm trying to sell it to move north, because that's closer to my job. Because it takes me 30 minutes just to get to the interstate. But I don't know if it's because they see me driving all over the state of Oklahoma from these cameras that are all over these red lights, and they think I'm some kind of a drug dealer or what the fuck they think I am. But I'm here to tell you right here on the phone, I'm not a fucking drug dealer. I'm not a terrorist, and I'm not a person of any threat or harm to anyone. except for when you start to fucking get under my skin by passing me with all these fucking Indian tags you do. I mean, when I count 15 out of 17 on Northwest Expressway, 4 lanes wide, it's kind of a fucking factor that shows, hey, there's something weird here. You know, I mean, that happened a while back, but I got video of that. And you want me to incriminate myself by coming out and fucking beating the hell out of somebody? I'm not going to do it. I'm sorry, but it's not going to happen. The way I'm going to make this defense is I've already got I've probably got 30 people that are going to be prosecuted. And I'm hoping they're going to be prosecuted after this Trump thing is over with this impeachment. Because right now I can't get no federal people to look and review my stuff and give me a calls back on it because of this trial going on, this thing going on. It's holding everything up. And that is legit. I mean, the family member that I have that's knows Trey Gowdy, he knows Jason Chavez, he knows all these people, and that's no joke. And I'm known around a lot of people, a lot of towns. All I know is work. I'm not a person to go to Walmart and Target. I'm not a person to go to the mall. I'm not a person to get dressed up fancily and do this and do this and do this. I do not like being around in public. Because from what I see, I do not like some of the public. Because that's not how I was raised. I'm 45 years old, and the things that are changing in society are not things that I wish to consume. Not trying to be down or talk down on anyone for what they do or what they don't do. I just say I feel sorry for the young people in this generation today. Like I said, you know, I mean, if you targeted individuals want to get something taken care of and you think I'm crazy, whatever, I can't really put any videos out there to be like, oh my God, the dude really does have legit evidence, because most of my stuff has already been sent to the Attorney General's office, and then he didn't reply, he didn't respond, you know, and there's a privacy act that's on. It's an information act, blah, blah, blah. I don't know the statutes on that, but I know it exists because I had put that in there when I was doing my research. So what I did was I sent some letters that were typed up and some videos on a what do you call them, the little thumb drive thing, and I sent those to Washington, and I sent the same exact copies. And I gave them to 3 or 4. Well, actually, I gave them to 3 people. I almost gave them to 4 people, but that 4th person decided he was going to just back out and not even mess with it because I guess he's scared to contest what's going on. You know, I don't care if you motherfuckers make $60,000 a week. It doesn't matter. You're not above me in any means at all. You're no better than me. You know, I mean, whatever you know on me, or whatever you think you know on me, is because of what illegal acts that you are doing to pursue what you know on me. That's the only way that you can do anything to me, is to do it illegally. But like I said, Section 11, statutes 21, 22, and 23 of Oklahoma, any harassment, period, blah, 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 is, is subject to incarceration, and second offense, blah, 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 blah. Well, I've got about 16 of you in 3 or 4 offenses. Do you like how I get off of I-35 to get on 12th Street, to get back on I-35 to get off of 4th, and you're still pursuing me? You like how I video that? I mean, you're not going to outsmart me on video surveillance, bud. Because I know you're following me every day, 24/7. As soon as I leave my neighborhood in the morning, a car in the next street, the last street on my block, always pops out. No matter what time it is, they're always popping out right there. And you know how I know that they're waiting on me? Because I crawl through the backyard and go through the gate, go through my neighbor's yard, and I see them sitting in their car right there every morning, videoing that. Okay, and then I get their tag number and I send it in, and the tag number comes back that car is registered to certain person with an address that does not even match the house that he's at. So yes, I am very, very, very up to par on how to get you fucking people for harassing me. I'm not doing anything wrong. And I've said this on every video, and I'll say it one more time. If you think I'm doing something illegal or incriminating, or if you think I'm doing something that's, wrong, or you think I'm some kind of a just something that's not right, pull me over. And I will smile and say, hey, what's up? Will you please get out of the truck, Mr. And yes, I'll say, yes, I will. But before I do that, you know what I'm going to say? I'm going to say, I want a supervisor present, and I want to video document everything that you're looking for, and I want to see both of your hands everywhere in my vehicle. Because you're not going to plant shit on me. Ain't happening. There's too many dirty ones out there. I know a lot of good ones, but there's some dirty ones out there. I'm about done with my video, but people, if you really want to know what's going on, they're using an APRS.TI. I pulled some fuses out of my truck the other day, and I pulled the steering column part, blah, 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 blah. And I found a wire leading up underneath my steering column that had a little box going to my, basically it was going to the left side of my, through my dash to the left side of that plate that you pull off where my fuse box is. And when I did all that, the wire was going to like the door, and then it was going up through the vinyl and then up through the rubber mesh that when you close the door, and boom, there it is. So anytime I open my door to my truck, it automatically sends them a signal that I'm about to leave. Okay, well, that's still on there, and I've got it videoed. I'm not taking it off until it's going to go to court with us. Like I said, I took engineering, physics. I worked for an engineering company. I look just sort of like a little redneck hill cowboy, whatever you want to call me, blah, 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 blah. I don't know what you want to call me, but this shit's real, people. And I'm sick and tired of these fucking people doing this every day to me. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of seeing the videos that are stupid, and I'm sick of seeing the videos that I know are legit. The ones that are stupid are the ones that these fuckers are putting out there to make us look stupid. I know you people out there are not schizophrenic, and don't let them make you think that you are. It's just you react to it in certain directions, and then that's what causes the intent for them to think that what you actually are. Because once they get you in that in your head, then your life's pretty much over, because that's all you're going to think about is being pursued. But you don't have to live that way. None of us do. It's all how you handle it. I'm an actor. I can act. I mean, trust me. When I go down the road, I make them think that I'm pissed off that they did what they did, but I'm not. It's just all about gathering evidence. You have got to have a recording device and gather evidence. You have to. I know you're going to have some cars and stuff and people in there that you probably think are what you think they are, but they're not. They're going to be just regular civilians. Okay? The ones you want to watch for are the ones with these Indian tags. These paper tags and these out-of-state plates. And they run 3 to 4 to a pack, and they're using APRS.TI. And there's a vehicle with an Indian tag that's black. I got him recorded too, as a matter of fact, and more. He's got about 5 antennas that are really tall on that vehicle. And that's the station that they get these satellite frequencies from. Because they're not going to send it. They're going to send it VHF. They're going to send it like a UHF. I know all that, but I do not know how to upload pictures. I know how to upload videos to YouTube. But if anybody out there can show me how to upload pictures, then I will blow your mind on the pictures that I have. Blow them. It's not pictures of people. It's pictures of reports. It's pictures of how they do it. Not from YouTube and all these other 1,000 people that think they know what's going on. They're actual APRS reports, actual time zones and location patterns where they're at. Maps shows the car on the map, shows the antenna sticking up. That's what the guy that's giving them the signal, telling them where to go, is running the APRS to the satellite. This ain't GPS because you can't pick it up. It's a different frequency. It's like 6.6. Now, that's what they bake you with, I know. But every day I'm driving in my truck, and my left shoulder at the top's always hurting me. It don't hurt me any other time, lifting weights or, any of that kind of nonsense. It's just always hurting me when I'm driving in that truck on that left side seat. And the only time they really pursue me is when I leave. And it's every day. And it's these vehicles that you and I cannot afford. It's like $60,000, $70,000 four-wheel drives, big tires and shit, It's BMWs. And then mixed, they have a few beat up ones. I mean, that are just old. They're probably the inmates that they let out for early. to pursue us, to get early release and shit. Shit ain't no joke, people. You better start waking the fuck up. These other TIs out there in the world, they know exactly what I'm talking about. They know exactly that I'm telling you straight up the truth. This is the truth. And like I said, I want to have a meeting, Crossroads Cathedral, across from the Oklahoma City Police Department, in the parking lot, which is private property. And I want to have a meeting right there. And there's going to be some perpetrators in the mix, I'm sure. Blah, 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 blah. Which, that's fine and dandy that they're there, because they probably need to be. Because I've gave them the opportunity to leave me alone numerous times, or shit's going to fucking hit the fan. I'm not one of these people one of your boss's boss or whoever has got you doing this. And I'm sorry to say this because I'm not the smartest man in the world, but I've got you way outsmarted, Mr. Whoever you or Mrs. Whoever you think you are. Way outsmarted. If you have any legal evidence on me, then you need to subpoena that to the court system, and you need to have a warrant put out for my arrest. Other than that, you need to tell your people to leave me the fuck alone, because I'm about to prosecute about 30, 40 of them. This is no joke. I'm not shaking, and I don't care what you think or what you're going to try to do to me after the fact, because I'm ready to go to heaven. Because the life that I'm living now is the life I'm living for God. And the reason I'm living that life is because I don't like this world today. I do not like this at all. This is not what I was born or put on this earth for. It's to be surveyed every little thing that I do. And backing up again, I'll say it again. I'm a make-ready lease service technician. We have about 900 houses in the state of Oklahoma that we tend to. I do not have any stickers, anything that signifies who I am or what I do. I don't need to have any stickers to signify what I am or what I do, because I don't need a DOT. I don't need any of that, because I'm not commercial. Okay? I'm a subcontractor, and I have been for a very long time. But I do have insurance. I have $1 million general liability on flooring, tile, because I can do some really good work. But you people that are targeting us, y'all have lost your fucking mind. You have lost your mind. You are soulless. And if anybody needs help, mental help, it's you. Y'all need some mental help and get a mental evaluation, which I'm going to ask the judge to do when he sentences you. Because no one in their right mind, I don't care how much money you pay somebody, is legally going to do that. Follow somebody around every day, because it's just nothing but satanically sick. And you are going to burn in hell. And I cannot ask God for forgiveness for you. And I cannot pray for you, because we are not supposed to pray to demonic entities. I love everyone on this planet, but you demonic entities. Rapture's about to be here, and it's very, very close. I can feel it. Timothy has his lips on the trumpet. That's all I can say. But to my fellow TIs out there in Oklahoma and all over the world, Kevin, Enoch, the Free Prince, Kevin out of Colorado, Jose, the painter, targeted individual, all you guys, nothing but love for y'all. If people would just listen and see with their own eyes instead of paying attention to their phones, social media, the television, because that's all a bunch of shit to keep their head clogged up with nonsense. Anyway, out of Oklahoma, I'm Jeff, and I hope you people pursuing me understand that you're fixing to be prosecuted. I'm not playing. I'm not threatening you with any means or of any harm, but the system. I'm going to pray that this system works for me as well as it's going to work for the rest of the people in this community. And like I said, people, there's going to be a meeting at the Crossroads Cathedral January 15th at 8 p.m. All targeted individuals, please be there. Thank you.